Hey guys, Dino Gomez here, founder of Coaching Launch as well as Seven Figure Visionary, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to sell high ticket as a spiritual life coach. Let's get into it right now. Alright guys, it's a question we hear often, right? How do I sell high ticket outside of the make money online niche as an online coach? For example, let's just say you are a law of attraction coach, or otherwise you're a spirituality coach, some type of life coach. How can you justify prices of, let's just say 5 figures and up? In other words, $10,000 or more for your coaching services. Well, that is what we're going to cover today. It's really, guys, it boils down to a 2-step process. Before we get into that process, though, I really want to talk about niches, all right? And in particular, the 3 evergreen niches. I think we've all heard of them before, but we have health, we have wealth, and we have relationships. All right, so we have health, wealth, and relationships. So we've all heard this before. These are the 3 like evergreen niches. Well, what's really interesting though is actually, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of coaching niches out there. I mean, just all types of crazy niches. There's niches where you help a particular small business grow their business. Maybe you're a coach for dental practices and you're helping them learn how to grow their dental practices. There's literally thousands of coaching niches out there. But what's interesting is amongst those very particular niches, which I like to call sub-niches, almost every single niche falls back into driving one of these 3 things, one of the 3 evergreen niches. So for example, let's just say you are a law of attraction coach, all right? And so you help people attract abundance, all right? And it's going to be different with each client that you work with, what they're really struggling with. But when you ask your potential prospects, okay, what does abundance mean to you? Like what do you want to attract into your life? They're most likely going to say, well, like my health isn't that good. Or they're going to say, you know what, like I'm really looking to attract money into my life, or I'm really looking to attract better relationships, or my significant other into my life. So really what you're doing, your messaging is, it's more of your messaging is I'm a law of attraction coach or I'm a life coach. But when you break it down, you're really helping people in one of these 3 aspects. All right, and so that's step number 1, is realizing what primary niche are you actually in as a spiritual coach. And again, you might be, you might help somebody access their Akashic records. I have a woman in my mastermind. She sells $50,000 coaching packages, and she helps people access their Akashic records, which is awesome. So they have infinite knowledge. All right, and so it's different for each one of our clients, but each one of our clients want to access their Akashic records so that they can, in particular, attract more money into their life, have more prosperity. What does more prosperity mean to them? It might mean wealth. It might be, again, if let's just say if somebody really wants to travel more in their life, that you're basically still in the wealth and health category there. So if somebody is looking to access their Akashic records, which is something to look up if you haven't looked it up, it's very interesting. They might be looking to access their Akashic records so that they have better relationships in their life. So as a law of attraction coach, as a spiritual coach, you might have messaging that says I help female entrepreneurs become purpose-driven, mission-driven, more conscious, again, have more abundance. It's really, you really want to look at in which areas are you serving your clients, because you're really serving them in one of these 3 areas. So, for example, we're not talking about the wealth industry today, right? Because it's kind of common practice. It's very easy in the make money online or make money space, right? If you're going to help somebody make money, it's very easy to justify $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for your coaching services if you're going to make them even more than that. There's a direct correlation mathematically. So how do you justify better health, for example? So if you are somebody who is a law of attraction coach and you're going to help somebody attract better health and abundance into their life, what is what you want to look at? How can you charge $10,000 for your coaching services? Well, think about what would happen if somebody lost their health. All right, if they lost their health, it's more expensive to lose your health than anything else. All right, and so if you think about that, right, let's think about medical bills. Somebody gets really, really sick. What happens? They're out of work for months, maybe even years. Now they have 0 income coming in, and they have some type of disease or something horrible. right? And then what's that do? That puts stress on relationships, and then all of a sudden the relationships might not be as good, the family life's not as good, and again, it really ruins all parts of life. But not having great health becomes really expensive very, 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 very fast. And so you should be able to, you have to learn to quantify, right? That's step number 2, is figuring out where you're really helping people as a spiritual leader. And then the second step is being able to quantify the value of that service. Because if you're helping somebody with health, right, $10,000 to make sure that somebody, that regains their health, maybe they have some type of sickness or chronic fatigue or otherwise like chronic muscle pain or whatever it is. If you can solve that problem for them, what that's going to do is, again, it's going to allow them to make more money, because you can't make money if you're not unable to work, don't have energy, are literally in pain all day, right? It's going to help them with relationships. And so it's speaking to your prospect, you're really talking to them about, hey, what's it going to cost you if you lose your health, right? You might lose your relationships, you might lose your job, you'll have no income coming in, like all these different things can happen, right? And that adds up to a lot more money than your services. So your client's return on investment for investing in their health with you is massive, right? Same goes for relationships. So again, your clients attract more abundance into their life, and in particular, you have a prospect who's like, yeah, I've just had such a tough time with relationships over the last 10 years, and I've tried everything and nothing's working. Like, I really just want to find my right fit or life partner. If you're helping them with relationships, how can you charge $10,000? Well, again, first off, there's 2 different versions of this, right? If you might be working with a prospect who is in a current relationship, they're married, all right, and if that's the case, and the marriage is kind of rocky right now, you're working to help them save their marriage, all right? Now, $10,000 is a small fee to save a marriage, all right? Because when you go through a divorce, all the legal fees, all the divorce attorney fees, then all of a sudden you have to sell your house. There's so much, if you have a house, so you have to sell your house. There's so much hassle in that. You have to split all your assets down the middle. You go through like mediation and all this stuff. You spend all this time, energy, and efforts, which takes away from your productivity, perhaps to work and create more wealth. But then also, what does it do? It creates horrible emotions. Your kids might get separated. Now all of a sudden you have to hire babysitters, and now all of a sudden you have to drive people to school and do different things, and schedules change around. All this stuff, that's going to be way more expensive than just $10,000 for you to help them solidify and improve their relationship. All right, and so that's an example of relationships as far as when a couple's together. Well, what about if somebody is looking to find their significant other, right? Can you justify $10,000? Yes, absolutely you can. This and much more. Because when you think about it, like what is, like to somebody, is priceless. Finding your soulmate or otherwise your significant other, like, is absolutely priceless. And so you can't really put a price tag on that creating a family, and it's the right partner for you, and the memories and experiences that you will have, absolutely priceless. Because guys, what really happens here that I don't see a lot of people talk about is, I always hear, right, health, wealth, relationships as the 3 core niches, but really what happens here in the middle is happiness. All right, because happiness is what drives everything people do. It drives everything. Why do you want a relationship? So you'll be happier. So why do you want a relationship? Oh, so because I want to start a family. Well, why do you want to start a family? Because I want kids. Why do you want kids? Because they'll make me happy. I want to see a little mini me running around, right? Why do you want wealth? Well, I want to travel more. I want time freedom. I don't like my job. All right, why don't you like all those things? Well, they make me depressed, or they make me frustrated. I get frustrated in traffic. I want more wealth, so I have more time freedom, can travel, and buy my dream home. Why do you want all that stuff? Because I want to be happy. All right, why do you want health? Well, I can't do anything else in life, and if I feel horrible, it's hard to feel happy and enjoy life, right? So in the middle of this, that nobody really talks about, is happiness. And so when you are a spiritual or life coach, right, and you're breaking down with your prospect, or otherwise your messaging and so forth is that you are a law of attraction coach and you help people attract more abundance into their life, and in particular you might say more abundant, more plentiful relationships, or more help them attract money into their life, whatever it is. What you are really doing, you need to figure out, is where are you serving your prospects. It's going to be one of these 3 core areas in one manner, shape, or form, and what that allows you to do from there, when you look at it at that perspective, is you can break down the value of your services. And as long as you can communicate that value correctly to your prospects, right, then you can go ahead and enroll them in high ticket services, right, which is going to be a massive return on investment for them, given that you are a great coach and you know how to deliver on your promise. All right, and so that is how, guys, you can sell high ticket as a spiritual coach, or otherwise some type of life coach. Really, it's the two-step process. First, really figure out which of the 3 core areas you're helping your clients in as far as your niche, and then quantify, right, the actual value of your services and helping your client go through that transformation. All right, and so, guys, if you liked this training and you want to learn more about how to sell high ticket, in particular, how to attract more clients into your coaching business, beneath this video, there's a free ebook for everybody. It walks you through 21 social media posts to land coaching clients, 100% for free. It's beneath this video. Otherwise, guys, if this video training was helpful, we come out with 2 to 3 videos every single week, and we have a bunch more stuff coming out. And so be sure to hit the subscribe button if you got some value from this. If you guys have any questions, drop those off in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to respond to everybody. Otherwise, guys, I hope this video training was helpful, and we will see you in the next one.